Governor of River State, Siminalayi Fubara, has called on members of the family of the late respected business mogul and philanthropist High Chief Lulu-Briggs to set aside any misunderstandings and unite to sustain the towering legacy of the revered son of the Niger Delta. Fubara gave the advice during the 7th year memorial Thanksgiving service held in honor of the Kalabari High Chief in Port Harcourt. Correspondent Andy Omanu has details.
The dress code for the 7th anniversary memorial of the revered Obi Lulu-Briggs was not just white, but elegant white, a color that signifies purity and royalty. Expectedly, tributes rolled in torrents for a man whose entire life was devoted to impacting humanity without ethnic, religion, or political considerations because of his humble beginning in order to keep to his promise to the Almighty God when he was a nobody. Governor Fubara no doubt placed the icing on the cake when he enjoined all to strive to live a life of impact and respect.
What do we live for? Like the preacher said here, it's not about the house, the wonderful house that he owns in OGRA that we're talking about today. It's not even about the money polo business, his investment, his companies. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the goodness of the man. So I want to enjoin everyone here. Even if you have 1 hour to live, ensure that you live an impactful life.
The speech of the widow of the founder of Money Polo Limited, Dr. Sheye Obi Lulu-Briggs, was not only instructive, but also inspirational and deep.
I thank you most sincerely for standing with me in this solemn moment of remembrance and thanksgiving. Your presence today is not taken lightly. It speaks of shared history, shared values, and shared honor for a life that touched many. We have gathered not merely to recall a name or an event in time, but to acknowledge a life lived with purpose, conviction, and faith.
Besides thanking all who honored the 7th memorial invite, Mrs. Lulu-Briggs referenced the spiritual upliftment and a bond that existed between her and her late husband for the 18 years their marriage lasted. The executive chairman of Money Polo Limited also speak on the life of generosity and integrity that the late Obi Lulu-Briggs, former deputy national chairman of the now defunct National Party of Nigeria in the South-South, lived.
That consistency gave credibility to his testimony and weight to his legacy. I thank God for the grace upon his life that revealed to me the true meaning of generosity. His giving was thoughtful and deliberate. He understood that giving was not about recognition, but responsibility. Every gift carried intention. Every act of kindness had purpose. The Bible teaches that the liberal soul shall be made rich. And I witnessed this truth through the lives transformed by his generosity. He gave quietly, but his impact spoke loudly through grateful hearts and changed circumstances. I thank God for his integrity. Integrity is costly, and he paid that cost willingly. Many did not understand his refusal to bend. Many did not appreciate his insistence on fairness, yet he chose truth over convenience, righteousness over applause, and principle over popularity.
Many of the dignitaries who attended the memorial service were full of praises for the departed business mogul who died at the age of 88 years.
We had a father of this state in Obi Lulu-Briggs. He made sure that young men had the love of their state in their heart.
While Dr. Sekibo and co were in Lagos, some of us were at University of Port Harcourt. And many of us, including President Jonathan, maybe the interview did not capture that part, were inspired to national leadership from the way people like our departed father carried himself to become a national phenomenon in MPN.
As a trade unionist, when he came back and became the national deputy chairman, he was wearing this khaki sewing two pockets in front. Oshimole is the master of it in Nigerian politics. He wears it. That's what he was wearing. I didn't see it. It was a very simple man. Simple to the core. Very honest, but very disciplined.
The opening remarks at the solemn event was made by Lady Solate Ovunda Akarolo.
My father, High Chief Dr. Obi Lulu-Briggs, he never left anyone the same after an encounter with him. You may have met him briefly or worked with him for years, but you left changed, encouraged, strengthened, inspired, and uplifted. That is why we are here. We are here because his life created ripples that continue to touch lives after his passing. To some, he was the obedient son, one who understood honor, loyalty, and respect.
The memorial message entitled The Legacy of Faith, Service, and Humanity was delivered by Apostle Zili Agri, founder and general overseer, the Royal House of Grace International Church in Port Harcourt.
As we remember this great Christian leader, the defender of the Christian faith, the High Chief Obi Lulu-Briggs, the last dawn. I remember so many things about this man in my years of ministering to his family. And every time he wants to travel, he will make sure the list of those to travel. He will personally tell his wife who to travel with him. And Dubem, I know you miss that brush that you used in brushing his hair. There was no hair on his head, but he likes that brush for you to just keep brushing it. What a memorable day.
Expectedly, there were renditions of Christian songs and hymns by the Chapel of Faith International Choir, a performance by South Tenors, as well as cultural dance and playlet by Seki Dance Group. No doubt, the celebration in honor of the founder, Moni Pulo, an indigenous upstream oil and gas company in the early 60s, was befitting, given that one of his enduring legacies while he lived were not only in the boardroom or the political arena, but in the lives of many people, especially the downtrodden. Already, the loving widow of Opuda, as the late visionary leader was fondly called while he lived, have established the Obi Lulu-Briggs Foundation in 2001 to institutionalize his philanthropic legacies and implement sustainable human intervention. From Port Harcourt, it's Andy Omano, Arise News.